Hey, it's Tim, Pickup Truck Plus SUV Talk. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. On this channel, you find truck and SUV news, reviews, interesting stuff, and interesting comparisons to do like this. Today, I have a GMC Sierra, the AT4 off-road package, and I have a Honda Ridgeline. Now, as an auto journalist, these are two completely different trucks, and I hesitate even to compare them, but talking to consumers, I've found out you guys are actually cross-shopping these. Yep, I mean, and I guess I could see that, right? So you don't know if you want to go full size, you want to go mid-size, and the Ridgeline doesn't get a whole lot of reviews done on it. So this will be an interesting comparison. I'm going to go ahead and take these trucks back to the garage. A little cool today. I'm going to tape measures out. We'll measure the size, we'll measure the height, we'll see what the bed lengths are. We'll talk about the interior. I'll go ahead and tell you about the driving experiences. I've driven this one many times. Just spent a whole weekend camping with the Ridgeline, so I have experiences with both. We'll go over the Monroney. We'll talk about price. We'll talk about the price differences and kind of give you all the nuts and bolts you need when you're out there car shopping for either one of these. If you are, if you're not, sit back, drink some coffee, a little bourbon in your coffee, make it a good time. I wish I could today because it is freezing. I'm gonna stop babbling. Let's go to all of that right now. All right, before I get too much further, let's go take a look around the exterior of these. So like I said, this is a Honda Ridgeline. It's in a nice blue color. The front end looks like it got smashed by a minivan. That'd be my only criticism of it. It's just not a very, well, it's not a very masculine looking truck. But as a truck, it actually does pretty well. I'm gonna show you in the backside, in the bed, why it does that. And so, like I said, as the front, we have some fog lamps, we have the grills, we have, now this is running, it's a V6 in here, and it is running. It's pretty quiet, actually. Have these tires, Firestones. I didn't actually look at these. The destination, I should say right on at the size. Oh, there we go. We have 15s, 18s, 245, 60 are 18s. This is a goat head. You do not want a goat head. Those things are painful. Let's see, back to the truck. We have chrome along the sides. Kind of a nice look. I don't know. I think if you were to cut off the front end and kind of go from this side, it's not a bad looking truck. Just the front end needs to be a little more manly. It's coming around the side. We can see now this is a unibody construction. Okay, so you can see the bed is attached to the cab as unibody. What they've done is they've put a reinforced piece of steel back here so that way it doesn't break. Ford did unibody trucks back in the 60s, and what they find is when you pull it together, you put a lot of weight and strain when you put stuff in the bed, and so you can crack this truck. Now, this unibody actually does have a frame as well. There's a wishbone frame, and the front side that goes back to a single bar that goes back to the bumper. Because of Honda's Japanese background and how they do global standards, the frame is actually bolted to the bumper per chief engineer. I asked him. He told me. We had a good talk. All right, so then back over here, we have that steel bed here, which is a fun fact back here. If you have bricks in the bed and you get into an accident, all those bricks go flying forward. They were telling me that actually you will not have those bricks in your cabin like you would other trucks, and it's just part of it's a European safety test. They don't do in the United States, but man, I wish they kind of did that safety test. I keep stuff in the back of my bed and get in an accident, and I don't want bricks hitting my head. That'd be very bad. Just theorizing there. Okay, it's muddy, but I'll take one for the team. So we'll come around the backside, and I'll do the try to find some dirt here. So there's your exterior, right? So the Ridgeline exterior. So from the back, I think it's not so bad. I don't think it's as front masculine or feminine as the front is, right? So I'm gonna go feminine, masculine. It just doesn't. But so the tailgate, and before I get to this, I don't know why more truck manufacturers don't do this. We're doing the double door, or the Dutch door open for the Ram. We're doing the fancy triple thing down with the GMC. This is simplicity at its best. So open tailgate like this, no dampener, by the way. Anyways, and it goes up, right? So it goes in, and then it opens over here. And I know that because guess what? They printed release on the bumper. Smart guys, yeah. Anyways, opens up like this. So there it is in all its glory. It's open. Okay, so there's openly there, and inside has some tie downs. Nice, we have some tie downs in the floor. So like a motorcycle or some cargo, you could actually tie it down, be perfect. And what's great about this tailgate too is when it opens, you can sweep out the bed without getting stuffed in the crevice. Another thing about this is we do have the cooler. Now we use the heck out of this, and oh, I can see it's full of some water back here. There's a drain right there. It looks really cold, so I'm not gonna open that. But we use this as a cooler. We had beer and, well, water, and we were camping. Beer, water, that's all you had, right? Anyways, put that down there, and I put 4 bags of ice in it. It lasted most of the day. Now that's 100-degree temperatures though, so I mean, it's gonna get really hot. This is a non-insulated cooler basically. And so somebody said to me while we were out camping, you know what you could do is get a Yeti cooler and put it inside the cooler. That'd be kind of a cool thing. Just put it in, or a Yeti, or if you hate Yeti because of whatever, you take your other cooler, you put some ice in it, you put it inside this cooler, and boom, you're done. Or you just don't go camping when it's 140 degrees out. That's actually not a bad idea either. All right, so then we have the spare tire, slides out, boom, and you actually access it. Looks like, yeah, it's got little things there. I have a 110 volt outlet in here. I could open it. Just trust me, it's cold today. It's in there. And then I have an in-bed speaker, so really it's a cool tailgating truck. You can have the cooler back here, the 110 outlet. You can have this bump in the stereo in the back, or the game, whatever. I'm a big fan of that. So whenever, you know, college football resumes, please, dear Lord, we can do some tailgating. So I'm gonna close this up, and we have a lock there too, so fairly handy. And check out this. This is the apparatus for the tailgate, and it's a pretty badass hookup there. That's some engineering smarts in that one. So then we'll close the door like this. Boom, closes. All-wheel drive, Ridgeline, chrome. So, and we have the hookup for towing there. Yeah, I'm gonna get the stats for towing. I don't have those off the top of my head. Let's go over this guy. Now this guy has got the 3.0 liter Duramax turbo diesel that, yes, it has the serpentine belt in the back with the oil pump. You got to change that 150,000 miles or inspect it. I'll link to that above. You can have your issues with that because people have been telling me all about it. But anyways, let's talk to this one. This is red. It just arrived. It's a little dirty because I have fun with these trucks when I first get here. Anyways, I got red tow hooks with the red exterior. I really like the grill with the GMC. I like this better than the Chevy grill a lot, and I think they did a good job with this. As you come around the sides, we have the lights, the fog lamps there, and then this diesel is running. You know what that sound is? That's the sound of you driving through fast food without turning your truck off to order off the menu and drive through. That's what that sound is. Come over here. We have some Goodyear Wranglers, Duratrack, I want to say, oh, here we go. L275 65 R18s. Yeah. Those are both 18-inch tires. I'm saying it a little bit different. AT4, which is their off-road package, it should have the lift on it, and it'll have the skid plates. As we go to the sides, you can see how much taller this is. Like, I can't even come close to the top of that. The bed's over here, so I'll have to go to the other bed. I'll do the other bed. I'll do a tape measure. I'll bring over to the garage to do a tape measure with these. I'll tell you the real differences there. Let's go on here. We have the nice bumper steps. These are really cool. It's good for my shoe or a size 12 boot, they tell me. Steel toe boot, so you big guys, have at it. All right. We have the hookups here for the wiring, which is smart because you don't snap them down below. Honda. And then we have the hookups here for the trailer receiver, dual exhaust, and then you remember I was telling you about that little trifold tailgate? I got it right here. So one thing, it opens. Grab it here. This folds up. Fun fact: that will not hold a piece of drywall. Not a fan of that. So that goes down. That goes up. Second button. Ta-da. And then you can go. Is that? Ta-da. And then you can climb up into this. Now, I have a cousin who just bought one of these, and he was telling me his biggest beef about it is that when you lock the truck, you also lock the tailgate, and when you lock the tailgate, he can't just go throw stuff in his truck. He's got to go inside and find the keys. That's kind of an interesting con. But anyways, this comes up like so, and boom, you're in and out of the truck like this, and you can put darn mud. You can put marine speakers in there, marine grade speakers, and you can jam out back here. Now, I do have a plug-in over here. Boom. The only thing I don't have is I don't have that fancy in-bed speaker like the Honda's got. but I do have tie downs everywhere. See, I got 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 3 and 3, so lots of tie downs. So yeah, that's what I don't have. And so there's our exterior differences. Like I said, I'm gonna drive over to the garage, get tape measure out, but let's go ahead and do the interior differences too before I get too much further, because clearly interior is where you spend most time in your truck, right? Right. I can close this stuff up. Darn it. Okay, let's check out the interior. And by the way, 104 degrees here on Sunday. Today is Wednesday, and it's 37. The weather is freaking out. Okay, so here's the interior of the AT4 first. We have the second row, and it's nice and warm in here. I'm gonna hop in a little bit. I just got the floor mats. I don't think I have any storage down there. These fold up. I got a little bit of storage down there for that. Some room back there. I do have some AC vents for one viewer of the channel. Heated seats back here too. It should be the outboard seats, so this guy and that guy get heated, and they have a nice little kind of look to them. And then you have the pot holder and gun holder. Oh wait, I didn't say it out loud. The storage bin behind the seat back. Don't do drugs, kids. Okay, over here, USBs and USB plug in there. So let's go ahead and go to the front and see what that's like. Okay. All right, so we're getting the front. Big opening here for any sort of guy, easy getting out of. AT4 twice. I got it on the floor mats and I got it on the sill. I do have a little bit of chrome here, and I have a little bit of the window controls there as well. And set buttons for the seat, which is cool. All right, inside the truck. Okay, holy cow. All right, here we go. We have the trail mode, towing mode, 4-wheel drives. I got lights. I got the chisel lamp for above the bed. You can see that, and there's the gauges inside there. I do have the Bluetooth here and adaptive cruise in here, and I have a shifter with plus minus for gearing, push start. This is the AT4, let's say Denali package, because it's got this kind of chrome to it, which looks terrible, by the way. I've never been a fan of that. Auto start stop, I can turn it off there, thank goodness. Parking, sensors, lane keep. That drops tailgate. I will tell you something on this. That is the dumbest feature ever, and I freaking love it. It's on the key fob, and it's there in the truck. It is fantastic. I don't know what we've ever done without that feature. And when I first saw it, I thought it was absolutely ridiculous. And now I use it all the time. So they got me on that one. This turns on a plug in the bed, and this is hill descent control. This is not for towing, it's for off-road usage from like 5 to 10 miles per hour. I had a guy email me about that. We have some USBs up there and a big plug there too. Little cubby there. I do have, this is a wireless charging here as well. I do have my tea, and trust me, it is tea. Although I would take a little bourbon today because it is mighty cold. But moving along. So I have my GoPro there, and I have the center console here with the cup holders back there. Nice spot for cell phone here as well. This opens up, and I have the big storage bin and USBs, SD card for updating the maps, and auxiliary hookup there. So yeah, that kind of stuff there. Double glove box. This is pretty much useless. This glove box is pretty decent. Some storage in the doors, and a little pocket here as well for storage. But oh, trailer brake controller too. So let's talk about this one. Now that I'm in this one. Oh, and the seats, AT4 stitching here. Fancy. AT4 stitching there. And then does this have, let's check out the cameras. Camera's always cool. Put it in reverse. There's our camera system. You can see the cameras. Does it work with my gloves? Oh, it does. It's like a video game hookup. That Ridgeline looks funky. That Ridgeline looks terrible. That's funny. Like, I don't know. Work. All right, there's those. And then, no, I don't have the camera here. Do I have the camera here? Oh, there it is. This is the digital rear view camera. When they deliver these vehicles, a lot of people don't like this, but I like it. And there's what it normally looks like. Ta-da! All right, put it apart. This is a 20 GMC Sierra 1500 4-wheel drive crew cab AT4. It's red quartz tin coat, Duramax 3-liter diesel, jet black with Kalahara accents. Kalahara. We have the 10-speed automatic transmission in this as well. They always start with the owner benefits, all the warranty stuff, 5 years, that kind of stuff. They're saying in this 4-wheel drive package, you have 24 combined, 22 city, 26 highway, and the screen shows 22.4. You can get upwards of 30, but that's not as heavy as truck. Let's see, we have 22 amp alternator, heavy duty air filter, skid plates, hill descent control, stability track with trailer sway, brake pad monitoring, trailer package, trailer brake controller, auto locking rear differentials. Yes, that's right, folks. We're still doing the G80 lock in here, not controlled by the driver, automatic. Dual zone climate control, 10-way power seats, ventilated seats, AT4 all-weather floor liners, the corner bed step, LED light, reflector headlamps, signature daytime run lamps, tail lamps, fog lamps, rear wheelhouse liners, dual exhaust premium tips, and front red recovery hooks. Front red, gotta talk about that. Vehicle price $53,400, AT4 premium package, universal remote, rear sliding power window, GSM premium infotainment screen with 8-inch diagonal HD color screen. That's that one. Mississippi Queen. All right, Bluetooth audio streaming, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capable. Bose premium audio, wireless charging, front and rear alert assist, all that kind of stuff. Engine's gonna add $2,500. They did decrease the price in that, so yeah, there's a news story. If you're watching this right now, there's a news story out right now. They're gonna decrease the price by like $1,000 in that. So this may be time to buy a diesel. Let's see, surround vision, rear camera mirror, bed camera, the 8-inch digital driver alert package, forward collision alert, lane keep assist, lane departure, automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise control is part of that package, safety alert seat, red quartz tank weights $595, gross vehicle weight rating 7,100 pounds, rear axle 323, 18-inch machine wheels, total options 10 grand, total vehicle price is $6,300, $1,500 destination, total for savings is $6,460, AT4 premium package $6,400. Now this truck is built in Roanoke, Indiana, which is another way to say Fort Wayne. All right, so it's built in the U.S. and yeah, there's that. I was going to point out something else. Oh, I was going to point out this as well. Always comes up in the questions. Let's see, info page. Here we go. There's the depth gauge. So I don't know when they filled it up, but they tell me every oil change you should fill that up. So I have this. What's interesting here is I have the all-wheel 4-wheel drive, so I can tell like where you're at as far as off-road, like percentage, like how screwed you are, how screwed up you got, how stuck you got. That's what that thing shows you. Transmission fluid, which is interesting. A lot of stories in that with Toyota Tundra killing their transmission oil cooler. So there's your number there. Engine hour, filter life, timer, economy, brake pad life, air filter. So it's kind of nice, lots of features. And there, if you can't, I don't know if you can see it, it's always hard to see. There's a heads-up display there that shows me the off-road and the mile per hour, plus there's a street sign number. So it's going to tell me if I'm ignoring the speed limit sign. Thanks for that, because I probably am. Let's go to the Honda Ridgeline. Okay, getting out of this one. Now, one thing I always like to point out is pretty close is pretty good, right? I feel like that doesn't get talked about much. Nice clean close, and this is a push button lock and unlock to get inside the truck. It's pretty handy, I'll tell you. Pretty damn handy. Okay, let's go over to the Honda Ridgeline. So, this, by the way, I got it a little dirty. I'm gonna clean it up for you there. It's nice look to that. Inside this one, let's do the door thing first. No, look at that. That one's got a nice seal to it. I'd say it actually. I kind of think that closes better than the GMC does, personally. Along the doors. Oh, I should do the back seat too. In the back. They have this nice kind of runner thing that is for the seat. So this is interesting. So this. There it is. This comes down and goes in there. That's what holds it on. You can see the clip. But I will tell you, I had some eggs the other day at the store, and they fit right underneath there like a big package of eggs. And so it's kind of nice, and it shifts around on me. Bonus. All right. Anyways, these open and close really nicely. Lots of storage in here, and back here, vents plus a little storage bin plus USBs back there too. So kind of interesting there. Two color in here. I have the black with the tan or the gray. This is all plastic. It's a little bit soft touch leather, but that's all plastic, folks. This is kind of nice. We had our cup holders there. This is a little pocket. You know, my kids said they're like candy and stuff in there. This closes. Again, nice close. All right, over here, another, you know, Little storage pocket. Another storage pocket there. Storage there. Storage. Fuel door opens. Set buttons. All that good stuff. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, so inside the Honda, I have Econ mode. Econ on, Econ off. That just changed the heat. Did you notice that? Turns the heat down, turns the heat off. I don't care about Econ. Cargo light, that's AC plug in the back. I have collision alerts and departure and kind of good stuff. I do have mirrors. Let's say over here I have the radio buttons, Bluetooth, heated steering wheel button over there hiding in the corner. So hard to see that one. Over here we have cruise control. This is a pain in the butt. You have to hit main to like turn it on for the lane keep and like adaptive cruise control. Then you got to press the button, and I think I'll figure that one out. Oh, I have controls there for the windshield wipers and lights. Over here, engine start stop is there, and I have kind of an older style AC kind of hook up here. However, I do have rear row controls. I can really control the rear seats back here, which is really nice to have. I have the infotainment screen here. Now this, let's see if it works. There's my truck bed audio. There's my info. It does work with that. Go like the map. Yeah, it works. This is a little bit video game, cartoonish. Not a fan of that graphics, but big number there, and as far as what time it is. I have a little storage here, heated seats. A little more storage down here. It would be nice to see a wireless phone charger in here, by the way. Heated seats there. I do have some drink holders here. I have one big one and one kind of small one, it looks like. I don't know, maybe they're the same size. But good holder there. I have the push button transmission, which saves some room, but it could just be a shifter. I don't know, one of those things. Move my crap a little here. I do have the armrests, which are always kind of, you can kind of see how you want the thing. Yeah, move those away. Big, oh, there's my wallet. Think over where I put that thing. And I got some USB down there and a hook up there. And then I have this, a little cubby hole tray. And then this closes. So it's kind of awkward a little bit that this is so much lower, but you put the armrest down and then you don't notice how much lower it is. It's just a weird situation. I have this black kind of going across here with the two-tone, again, hard touch materials. And I have, glove box. So storage there. So I put the price in here. Okay. Let me get out the details here. It didn't transfer quite right. They didn't the printer screwed up. All right, so we have the 2020 Ridgeline all-wheel drive RTLE in crystal black exterior, black interior. There's all your features. You can read them. It's really not great. Honda sensing, collision alert, lane keeping, basically everything I told you inside. Leather trimmed interior with the wheels like that. Total price $42,020. I don't have much in features. This is basically it. The destination is $43,140. So we're looking, what do we say, about 20 grand difference between that and the AT4. 21, 19 city, 24 highway. But yeah, I'm getting like 25 and a half, and I drove like, I wasn't cautious about driving it, but I got a little bit better than that number. Again, I haven't filled up. You can see I'm empty. I just used a full tank. This is built in Lincoln, Alabama, and the engine's the United States and transmission in the United States. So there is that information for you there. So there you go. There's the comparisons quickly interior exterior. I'm gonna drive it over and park in front of Swede, my old Chevy, take measure, and I'll tell you how much difference you can see in sizes. We'll pop the hoods a little bit, and then I'll talk you through the driving impressions. So let me drive that way. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna park. Let's go ahead and figure out the differences in dimensions between the mid-size and the full-size. One-man operation. I'm gonna do the best I can, but I can tell you that each one of these tiles is about 5 feet, like 58 inches. I measured them. So I have from the ridgeline here, I basically have 1, 2, 3, 3.5. So 15 feet plus a half, so 17 feet in that realm. Over here with the GMC, I basically have about 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I was a little bit not quite in front of the other one, so I got 4, so I got about 20 feet. So 17 and 20. Let's check out the butt height. Popular topic for me on this channel. So bed height is about 58 inches. Okay. Come over here. Honda bed height is about 53 inches. About 5 inches shorter, 5 inches difference. And then if we were to look at the bed with the extension. Okay, looking at the bed, we get about 63 inches or so to the edge of the bed. So that's a little bit shorter of a bed. So that's about a 5-foot bed. Over here, we have 70 inches to the edge of the bed. So about 17 inches different between the two beds. So that's where your difference is. I got taller, I got a little bit longer, and I got the bed height, a bed length to be a little bit bigger. Half ton, mid-size. Let's check out the towing number. I know that in GMC, and then I'll put the number down below for the Honda. But I know how to do that in GMC because they put it on the door. They have a VIN-specific payload and towing, which is very, very cool. Ever been out in the field trying to figure out what your truck will tow? You just don't, do you? Over here, we have gross vehicle weight rating of 7,100 pounds, gross combined weight rating of 15,000 pounds, max payload of 1405, conventional trailer is 9,000 pounds, with the gooseneck here at 7,000 pounds, and max tongue weight's 1,050. And there's your tires as far as there. So 1,405 is your payload. Now, again, I'll put the payload or the towing number down below for the Ridgeline, but I think I can find out the payload number. Usually it's on the door as well. Let's go take a look. So this payload is 1,477 pounds with the tire pressures there as well. And gross vehicle weight rating was 6,000 pounds. Gross axle for each was 3,000 pounds each, but I don't have a towing number there. I'd like to see towing number go universal. Again, I'll put down below. Let me pop the hood there, and I'll pop the hood here, and let's check out the engines. Okay, one of the cool things is when you start up the Ridgeline, the seat moves in for you. Kind of like a luxury vehicle. I know the Ram does it as well. GMC doesn't do it. Kind of neat. All right, this is a 3.5 horsepower. 3.5 horsepower. 3.5 liter V6. I'll put the horsepower number down below. Again, my sheet's all kind of messed up. You can see it's like transverse mounted in here. I do have oil over here. I fill the windshield wiper fluid over here. And yeah, air filter over here. Filling oil. What the heck is that? That's ridiculous. That's like, it's like turned sideways and down there. You must use a funnel. That's stupid. Just make it taller. The filler tube, you can make that filler tube taller. That's not a fan of that one. Let's go check out the GMC. All right, here we're at the GMC. You might be able to tell how much taller the GMC is just by me standing here. The other one I could just reach over the engine. This one I can't reach over the engine at all. So oil fill here for the diesel. I can actually reach dipstick. 5'7", 8 on a good day, and I can reach dipstick. That's cool. I got the air filter over here. I can fill much better fluid over here. Nice, handy alongside the door there, or alongside the fender. And yeah, there's the engine. Okay, let me tell you about driving impressions. All right, out here in the road in a minute, get my gloves off with the GMC Sierra AT4. Now, I've driven the Honda Ridgeline. I spent all weekend driving it down to Colorado, 190 miles or so, 200 miles round trip, whatever the deal was. It's got a new 9-speed transmission in it, and it rides like a car. I mean, it really does. It's basically a Honda Pilot with a bed. So if you've driven any sort of CRV in the past, Honda or CRV or their cars, that's what that one rides like. And I'm fine with that. I expect that from that vehicle, and it gives me what I expect, and that's fine with me. So no problems there. It's a really smooth ride. It is going to be probably the smoothest ride in class because of its unibody construction. It's got McPherson struts up front, McPherson. It's got independent front, independent rear. I mean, it's not built to tow and haul a whole lot, even though it's interesting is that the payload in that is higher than this. That's a head scratcher for you. Go ahead. Or if you want to stroke your goatee over that one and say, very interesting. Okay, so on the road, I got the AT4, the off-road package, the bigger tires, skid plates, and I have the diesel. This has the 10-speed transmission too. Huge fan of 10-speed, and I've been a big fan of this 3-liter diesel. I've had it in different configurations, and it's usually pretty smooth. And so let's take a turn. We'll turn here and go around the hill. So braking is fine. Steering is a little loose, I guess, compared to the Ridgeline. Off the line. Oh, that's that diesel sound. Although I will tell you, the Ridgeline is pretty damn quick. It surprised me. It's very secret. It's quiet, it's smooth, and it's powerful off line. This is noisier. I get more of the head back movement, and it's not as quick as the Ridgeline is, which you wouldn't expect with the diesel. Diesels typically aren't as fast off the line as a gasoline engine is. That's the way the engine's set up. So, on the road here, I can feel some more road noise. I would say these tires and this make it feel, I can feel more bumps than the Ridgeline could feel, just because the way this truck's set up as well. I do have a solid rear axle. I do have the independent front suspension. And so I feel the bumps a little more. This ride's more like a truck, I guess, if you want to say from that point of view. Is it a bad ride? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no, is this a bad ride. This is a pretty damn good ride for a full-size truck. I'm not going to complain about that at all. Seats are pretty good. I will tell you the Ridgeline seats were pretty damn good. I had no problems there. As you can tell, I was pretty impressed with the Ridgeline overall as we used it. The cooler in the back is a pretty cool feature we used. It does have the downside where if you want to put beer in your cooler right when you get to the campsite, you can't because you have to unload your truck bed first. That's how I know. Also, I don't think it's just, it doesn't grab me. You know, my cousins came over and looked at it, my aunts came over and looked at it, the whole family came by, literally everybody came by, look at that truck. And the most consistent thing I got from them was that it doesn't have that big, manly, butch truck. And for some customers, that was okay because they just wanted it. I attribute it more to like the old El Camino, like a car truck that's pretty useful. I mean, like I said, I'm not disparaging it at all. It was a pretty useful truck, especially how I used it. Now, again, I didn't have gravel in the back. I wasn't loading concrete blocks. I wasn't towing a boat. Those kind of factors would make it probably a little bit different of experience. But I don't think that's that customer. I think this customer, this guy with the GMC Sierra, now that guy's towing a big boat. He's towing a big camper. He's got gravel in the back. I think that's this customer who's a lot different. So it's interesting. Now, off-road, this truck's got more ground clearance. It's going to have more capability off-road than the all-wheel drive Ridgeline. And so, you know, if you do plan on getting into the dirt quite often, this would probably be the truck for you. However, I will tell you that in my experience driving the Honda Ridgeline, I think the Honda Ridgeline handles the washboards better than this truck does. I know, just saying that all-wheel drive configuration with the unibody frame and all the suspension they have set up in that truck, I feel like I can drive faster across washboards in that truck than I can this truck. Now, is this truck more fun to drive in washboards? Oh, hell yeah. This truck is a lot more fun to drive across washboards, a lot more fun to take off-road. It's a much more different driving experience. So, you know, there you go. But the difference was what, $60,000, something like that? Well, the difference was $60,000 versus $43,000. So you have $20,000 worth of difference between the trucks. You have inches of differences here and there on bed height and on width and on length. I guess it didn't do width, but this truck is definitely wider than the Ridgeline is. And so if I were a customer looking around, to me it just comes down to how do you plan on using your truck. and what are all the different features for it. If you just plan on having a nice truck to get in and out of easily, and you want to just have the bed as an option for doing some work here and there, or you're a beach goer or you're a tailgater, that Ridgeline is not a bad truck. You know, compared to this one where you have to hop in and out of the truck, you know, that kind of same bed features, and you have a little bit more of a, well, bumpy ride. And I can hear the tire whine a little bit more on these wheels right now, today, for whatever reason, than I could before. So these off-road tires are whining a little bit more than I would expect. But if you're looking for a truck, that's a truck. If you're looking for a truck that is the good-looking truck, that has that manly features to it, that makes you feel like, hey, I bought a truck for a truck, and I want to tow a lot, and I don't care about the slight payload differences, because I'm not paying $40,000 for a mid-sized Honda Odyssey with a bed, then this is a truck for you. This is a solid truck. The only big complaints in this truck has always been the interior could be a little bit better, but it's a very functional interior. It's functional reform. And like I said, I think that I like this GMC front end, but I like the Chevy front end, and it's a very good truck. I can't say anything too much against that. I'm sure I'm going to have my Timisms. There's some little cheap materials inside the cabin that kind of drive me nuts, but I'll do a full review on this later on the channel. But I just want to put this comparison out there. You guys asked for it in the live stream when I had last night, and you guys wanted it, so here it is. The comparison between two, what I would call apples and oranges, of the 2020 Honda Ridgeline and the 2020 GMC Sierra AT4 with the diesel, with the big tires, with the lift kit, with all of the fun that is in the GMC Sierra. Yeah, I have a lot of fun with trucks. Hey, for more cool stuff, check out this video over here. It's a good time. Website down below. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you down the road.